Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on BetQuest. Another very beautiful Tuesday morning. Once again, we're back with our predictions as usual, all right? We always have football games that we look at, make values on these very games using the previous results that they have in recent times, all right? And today we have Champions League qualifying matches across Europe, and also we have UEFA Conference League qualifying matches or as well. Those are included in our predictions for today, all right? We'll be looking at the matches in a short while, but also want to urge you to remember to join our VIP group, VIP special membership where we have, games that I personally believe to be, uh, closer to certainty of coming out correctly. All right. And, all right. Remember when you're doing that, you actually supported me and, you know, try and do that. You can also always find the link for the VIP membership in the description of this very video, as well as anywhere you see join around this very video. Okay. And, without further ado, we head to the business of today, and we'll be starting with the first game for today. It is the UEFA Champions League qualifying match where we have Olympiakos, the Slovenian side, coming up against Kirat. All right, Kirat is actually Kazakhstan, and we'll be looking at recent games on both sides. We see that Olympiakos have had 2 victories and 4 draws, have not lost any single match, and Kirat, the side, have had 4 wins and a draw, but have lost 1 match in the last 6 games. And the last 10 home matches for the home side, I've seen them winning 6 games and drawing 3 rather out of the last 10 home matches. They've also lost 1. And with Kirat, on the other hand, have won 6 games as well. They've also had 2 draws as well as 2 losses. But there are no records so far, head-to-head meeting between the 2 sides. But we know that the Slovenia side, in terms of quality, I actually believe that the Slovenian side we take the day in this very one, so we are going with the home side Olympiakos to win outrightly. Home win, that's our verdict, okay? And we head to the next, also in the UEFA Champions League qualifying match, we have Sabutalo, a team in Georgia, who will be facing Malmo of Sweden. Okay, when you look at the stats for each of these sides, the home side have had 3 victories and 2 draws out of the last 6 games. They've lost 1. And Malmo have had just 1 victory and 4 draws in the last 6 matches. They've lost 1 as well. And when you take a look at the performances between the 2 sides from home and away perspective, Sabutalo, the home side, have actually won 8 games from home. They've had 1 draw and 1 loss. And Malmo, on the other hand, have won 3 games from away, but they've had more draws, 5 draws, as well as 2 losses in the last 10 away games that they have so far. But there's no head-to-head record between the 2 sides. This is actually the first time they are meeting, and here we're going with quality, which is actually on the side of the Swedish Malmo to rise to the occasion here and win outrightly here. So we expect the away side Malmo to win outrightly. Okay, and we head to the next for today. Also in the UEFA Champions League qualifying match, where we have Latvia of Estonia will be coming up against Rigas FC of Latvia. Okay, Rigas FS rather. Okay, when you look at the stats for both sides, Latvia, the home side, have won the entire 6 games that they had in recent times. They've won everything, 6 out of 6. And the away side, Rigas FS, winning 5 games in the last 6 matches, also losing 1 out of the last 6 games. And when you take a look at how they fared from home and away perspective, the home side and Latvia, last 10 home games have seen them winning 8 and drawing 2. They still did not lose any single match in the last 10 home matches, all right? And Rigas FC, their away side, have managed to achieve 6 victories and 1 draw in the last 10 away matches. They've also lost 3 games out of those 10 away matches that they had. And this is going to be a very difficult match to call. And we also know that there are no head-to-head meeting. This is actually the first time both sides are meeting. And here, I am actually going with the home side. It's actually a big odd, but I expect the home side to do well here. And the Estonian side, Latvia, to win. It's a very big odd, 3.75, but we still expect the home side to win here. Home win, that's a value for that very one, all right? And we head to the next for today. It is also in the UEFA Champions League qualifying match. They're actually dominating our predictions for today. So we have TNS who will be up against Skendija. TNS is actually a British side, and Skendija is Northern Macedonia side. All right, when you look at the TNS in the last 6 games, it is 3 victories and 2 draws out of the last 6 matches that they had. and they also had one loss out of those. When you look at the away side, Scandinavia, 2 wins and 3 draws, as well as one loss in the last 6 matches. All right. When you take a look at how they fared from home and away basis, TNS have been doing fantastic. They've been doing so very well, winning 10 games out of the last 10 home matches. All the 10 games that they had from home, I've seen them winning all of them. And Scandinavia, on the other hand, the away side have had 4 victories and 5 draws, as well as one loss in the last 10 away games that they had so far. It has always been more of a draw for the away side, Scandinavia. And the last time both teams met was actually in 2018. It was TNS who won that very close by 4-0 against Scandinavia. All right, but pressure that we also saw Scandinavia playing from home and beating TNS by 5-0. In the Champions League qualifying match. But here we're going for the home side, TNS. To do very well. We could see that at home they've been quite spectacular from home. So we expect the home side to win out from here. TNS to win. That's all for that very one. All right, the next which will be the last for today is in Europa Conference League, where we have St. Joseph FC of Gibraltar will be facing Cliftonville of Northern Ireland. And when you look at recent stats for just two sides, you can see that the home side St. Joseph, it is 5 victories in the last 6 matches, as well as 1 loss. And Cliftonville, the away side, winning 5 games and drawing 1 out of the last 6 matches. All right. And when we look at how they fared on home and away perspective for both sides, you can see that St. Joseph's FC, the home side, in the last 10 home matches have been able to achieve 7 victories out of the last 10 home matches. They've also had, they've also had 2 draws as well as 1 loss. And the away side, Cliftonville, have won 5 matches in the last 10 away matches. They've also had 2 draws out of those. They've lost 3 games in the last 10 away games that they have so far, right? And there's no record of head-to-head performances between the two sides, but we know that a side, the Northern Ireland side, is actually quite better in terms of quality when compared to a side in Gibraltar. So we expect to see the away side, Cliftonville, not to lose here. We expect away side to either win or draw here. So we expect away to win or draw. That's all valid for that very game. And that concludes it for us today on Betcraft. We wish you the very best of luck and hope your ticket goes great. Remember to play responsibly, as these are football matches. Sometimes it may not be exactly what it presents. All right. Remember to join our VIP group so that you support us, and as well as also get to have access to the games that we that I look into and I believe to be almost certainty of coming up correctly. All right. That being said, tomorrow is another day. We'll be back with our predictions. Do not miss out. For until then, keep running.